Hello and welcome back to Emily J Pilates Aero Reformer workouts. Today we have a full body routine, legs, arms, lots of abs. Let's jump straight in. So today I'm starting with a yellow and a black spring. So that is a medium spring and a light spring. And I'm going to take 3 kgs into my hands. Weights are always optional. You're going to stand one leg on your platform extender and one leg onto your carriage. So you're a little bit wider than hip distance apart. You're going to tuck that pelvis, stand nice and tall, parallel chin to the floor. And you can take a nice inhale, engage that core. Exhale, you're going to push that leg out into star and inhale, bring it in. Exhale, push out and inhale to bring it in. So we're just starting to mobilise the hips and the legs. And we've got quite a fairly tight spring on here. So you may notice I don't push that leg out so far. That's so I really feel this in my bum. So I'm just pushing out the carriage as I exhale and inhale to bring it in. And each time you just want to see if you can get that carriage a little bit further as the inner thighs warm up. I'm starting to find I can push that carriage a little bit further. So I'm pushing out, really using the bum and the inner thigh muscles to drag that carriage back in. Core is engaged, keeping me nice and stable. And I'm now going to add in a little lateral raise to go with it. Mobilising through the shoulders and also bringing in a little bit of that upper body strength work. If this is feeling a little bit too heavy, then just bend the elbows and just come in to half lateral raises. Remember to keep a little soft knee here. So your knees should be slightly bent. On this next one, you're going to hold out, 2, 3, and then bring it in. Hold out, 2, 3, and bring it in. I'm just going to come into a few little halves, just really feeling that shoulder work today. And then I'm just going to go back into those 1 reps. And I'm going to take a little squat down here. Pushing it out into star, bringing the carriage all the way in. And just pushing back into a squat. I'm going to take a little 2 squat here and just 1 star. A little 2 squat here. I'm starting to really feel this in those lateral raises. So I'm just going to come into a half lateral raise. One more rep here, and on that star you're going to hold out and you can drop them arms for 10, 9, squeeze that bum, 7, 6, 5, can you push that carriage a little further, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Dropping the arms, pulling that carriage in. Give it a little shoulder roll. Oh, and feeling warmed up, I'm just taking little lateral flexions, just bending that spine side to side. Whew. Little bit of weight off those shoulders for a minute. Catching that breath. And coming back to standing. This time you're going to take your weight and you're just going to bring them in front, bending those elbows, elbows nice and tight into your waist. You're going to squat down, scoot the carriage out with that one leg that is on the carriage. Inhale to bring it in, exhale, stand it up tall. Inhale down, exhale out. Inhale in, exhale, raise.
Editor Emily here. I really apologise for the banging of the headrest. I thought I fixed it later in the video, but I didn't. Please bear with me. Hopefully yours is making a noise and you can just ignore it, but I will fix that for future videos.
How about when you scoot that leg out into a little tricep extension at the back. What about scooting for 2 and bringing it up, taking it down, scoot that leg out with the tricep extension and bringing it in. Load that standing leg, push the knee out towards the side so you really feel that glute engagement. You should be starting to feel that heart rate rise, feel that little sweat come on. And how about this time we come down and we scoot for 4, 3, 2, 1. Bringing it up, bring it down and scoot. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it up, we're going to do that one more time. Bring it down and scoot for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it in. Ooh! That left leg is bending. You may be on your right. Ooh, just pedal those legs up and down. Little shoulder rolls back. Woo. Feeling that bend today. Hope we're all doing well. This would be a really good time for me to have my water a little bit closer by. I'm just going to grab around the counter. Woo. And just place it here instead. Okay, right. Heart rate is up. Just took a little bit of a minute there. We're going to repeat those exercises on the opposite side. My back will be to you, that is one, just so you can see how my back is, how it looks from the back. But I do apologise, I've got my back to you. You've probably now got your back to me too. So stepping onto the platform, one foot onto the carriage. Little wider than hip distance, tuck that pelvis, shoulders slide down the back. This time we're going to bring those weights up near our shoulders. So we're going to come into some shoulder presses, but for the first part, soft knees, nice inhale, exhale, pushing the carriage out, inhale, bringing it in. So we're just going into our start to start with. We always start at our starting level. How many times can I say start? So we're going to start here, and then we build up our layers. So always know throughout all of your sessions, you can always start at that first move. There is no shame in coming back to this starting move. What about a shoulder press? And back. Exhale, and back. We're now really warming up these shoulders. We've got to keep good shoulder stability here, so keep those shoulders away from the knees, lengthen through the shoulder joint. Remember to try and push that carriage as far as you can. We're going to hold out, 2, 3, bring it in. Hold out, 2, 3, and bring it in. So we want to try and keep a nice lengthened spine here. Try not to push the chest forwards. We don't want to overarch in that lower back. Good, really squeeze the inner thighs, drive that carriage back. Hold, 2, 3, bringing it down. Hold, 2, 3, as you come in, take that little squat. Push it up and out. Bring it in, take that squat. Push it up and out. Woo, lots of balance. Bringing it down into that squat. Good, you've got it. What about 2? Squat and punch. Take it out. Bring it in, squat down and punch. Squat down and punch. Bring it up. Squat down and punch. Squat down and punch. Push it out. Holding it here. We're going to take 10 shoulder presses. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring that carriage in. I was feeling that, man. Sometimes I'm just going to step off so I can face you. Sometimes you just don't appreciate how heavy a 3 kg can become. Just take a few little steps to the side. We've still got our 1 leg scoots to go. So coming back onto your platform, foot on the platform, 1 foot onto the carriage. You may still already be here. Arms are down by the sides. You're going to inhale and squat. Exhale, push that carriage out. Bring it back in, stand nice and tall. Squat, push out. Bring it in, stand tall. As you push that carriage out, you hate it. Push that carriage out. Bring it in and push it away. We don't want to know that carriage. And push. Remember to try and push that knee out on that standing leg. So you're really burning into that standing leg glute. Good. Keep going. What about a little tricep extension? Nice. What about 2 scoots? And scoot. And bringing it in. What about 2 scoots? Yes! You've got it. Let's go. Up and down. And scoot. And scoot. Really load that standing leg. What about this time? Stand tall, come down and 4 scoots. For 3. For 2. For 1. Come on. To move that thing that keeps knocking. And 4. And 3. And 2. And 1. You've got 1 more rep. Stand tall. Come down for 4. 3. 2. And 1. Bring it in. Apologies. I had to show through that one. I had to shout through that one to get us through it. Oh my gosh. Pedal those legs, guys. Don't let that lactic acid build. Push through. Little pat always makes it feel better. Pedal through those legs. I need to, did you hear that banging? It's just where my headrest, like adjuster, I don't know what it's called, was down. Now I've brought it up, so hopefully it won't bang about so much. I'm going to step over my carriage. If you're ever in a studio, never step over the carriage. They're much bigger. A little drink of water. I'm hoping as the time gets on, I don't need the water as much because you don't want to hear me slurp water. Okay, I am going to take off my yellow spring. So off comes my yellow. Now, you might be wondering why I've had the mat here this whole time. That is so that I can just place it on my platform because the platforms are not particularly comfortable on your aero machines. So this is one of those little tricks of the trade that I like to do. Just makes that a little bit more comfortable for hands or elbows. So we're going to be starting on our elbows. So you're going to bring your knees back. Now you can have your knees a little bit further forwards and have the feet in the shoulder rests, or you can bring those knees a little bit further back, just placing the shins on the top of your shoulder pads. And you're going to come down onto your elbows into your 3-point plank. So my knees are just a little bit further than shoulder distance. I've got a nice stable long trunk. I'm scooping my belly up, and I've got my shoulders over my elbows. I'm going to take a nice inhale, core is engaged. Exhale, I'm going to push back to my elbows. And inhale, bring the head back towards the hands. Push the head towards my elbows and bring my head towards my hands. So you can see my trunk is nice and still. I'm not pushing from my legs. I'm moving from my shoulders. And I've got a fairly light spring on here. So I'm really having to engage that six-pack, brace those core abdominals, scoop the belly, so that I'm definitely using my abdominals as well as my shoulders to carry the weight and do the work here. Nice, you got this, nice little plank. If this is just feeling a little bit too easy, you're going to come onto the hands and push back from the shoulders and then bring it back in. So the head still comes to hands, head comes back towards springs, head comes in towards your hands. So you should now really feel that six-pack working. Remember to push the back of the head up to the ceiling. Don't let it drop between your shoulders. You don't want to look to the knees. You want to keep the eyes facing straight down. And you're going to push that carriage out and hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice inhale, exhale, bringing it in. And just drop down. Just take some weight off those shoulders. Woo! Starting strong today, guys. Now, for this next bit, you can stay here. If you are enjoying your 3-point plank, or you're enjoying just being up on the hands, stay there. You enjoy that exercise. Otherwise, we're going to start a floating table and we're going to progress. We're going to burn them abs out today, guys. So this time, you are going to be in an all-four position. If this really hurts your wrists, come up onto your fist. Better alignment between the arm and the wrist. Otherwise, you can be on your elbows. You may just find you lose a little bit of gap between you and the carriage, making this exercise just that little bit more awkward to do. So your feet are going to be in the shoulder rest. So push the soles of the feet, the toes are curled, you're on your toes. Wrists directly under the shoulders. Your knees won't be quite directly under your hips, so you may just need to push the carriage back slightly just to get that nice little engagement. Shoulders back, push the skull up to the back of the ceiling. Gotta take a nice inhale, that core, zip, scoop and hollow that core. Exhale, you're gonna lift the knees. Inhale, bring it down. Exhale, lift those knees and inhale down. A tiny lift here. If you have had to push that carriage back just for a better knee under hip alignment, you want to keep that carriage still. So core really tightly engaged here. Use the six-pack. Pull that navel to spine. Nice. If you're looking for a little bit extra, you're going to lift those knees, push the carriage out straight, bring it in, drop those knees. What about if you give me 2 pushes and then bring it in? Whew. I'm just going to take a minute because I really want to hit those 2 pushes hard. Just taking some weight off my shoulders, bringing my body forward. I'm ready. Lift the knees, push back, in, push back, in, and drop. Lift, push back, in, knees stay hovered, in, then drop the knees. Lift the knees, push back, knees come in, keep them hovered, knees out, in, and drop. And just push it back. Just take some weight off those shoulders, off those wrists. If you're feeling super strong today, just keep going in those reps. Otherwise, we're going to come back into that floating table position. Lift those knees, push back, in, drop those knees. Lift the knees, out and in, drop those knees. This time you're going to push out for 4, 3, 2, and 1, and hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, inhale, exhale, bring it in. Push that bum back towards those heels. Well done, guys, you are amazing. Ooh. Oh. Just a nice child's pose here. You are amazing, gang. Whew. Just rocking it. Rocking those hips side to side. Whew. Push through those shoulders. Nice inhale, exhale. Walking those hands up towards the body. How are you feeling, guys? Whew. I'm quite exhausted. I'm going to just push my mat off. I just don't want it to get caught. I don't think it will, but it just makes me feel better, guys. Right, we're going to turn. I'm going to face the camera first of all, so I can show you this move. I'm going to go for a black, just the black. I might have on a yellow, so I've got the medium spring. The medium spring is the black. Again, I'm going to have to just open up my knees slightly, just helps me when I come into my knee drives. So just sit as comfortably as you can. If this position on your knees hurt, you can always try a ball, the soft Pilates balls, and you can sit on one of those, or you can sit cross-legged. If you struggle in that pose, particularly to get the knees down, you can sit on a block, a yoga block. Okay, so you're going to take your strap into the arm that is closest to your strap, it depends what way your reformer is, and you're going to just bring some tension so that you can get that elbow in line with the shoulder. The palm is facing slightly towards you, and your fist is pointing out into this direction. Again, it depends what side your reformer's on, so for me it's to the left. Keeping this shoulder just nice and relaxed, try not to hold too much tension here. Nice inhale, core is engaged, you're lengthened up through that back. As you exhale, you're going to punch and bringing it back. Punch and bring it back. Now you may lose a little bit of tension, so you've really got to use that core to control the arm back. Punch and bring it back. I have done these lots in my classes this week. My clients love it. What about a little rotation in the upper back, really following that arm around? I guess really this is a bit of a hook, more so than maybe a punch. And bringing it around, just try and keep that over shoulder nice and relaxed. Bringing it back. A little pulse. Bring it back. And push all the way, bring it all the way back. Push all the way, bringing it back. This time, punch, little hop, punch, bring it back. Oh, punch, little hop, punch, and bring it back. One more, punch, little pause, push all the way, and bring it back. Well, I'm glad I didn't put the yellow spring on. Oh, just drop that spring. Little shoulder rolls back. Whew. That was a hard one. I've done a lot of them this week. They're starting to really burn for me now. I'm fatiguing quite quickly on those. If you are not, please feel free, jump back in if you want to. Otherwise, oh, a little bit of fluff. Put it behind me. Otherwise, bringing it back up. This time, just make sure I'm nice and stable. Core nice and engaged, lengthening up. As I punch, I'm going to come into that knee drive and then bring it all the way back down. Punch with the knee drive, bring it all the way back down. Exhale, punch. Inhale, bring it in. For 6. For 5. For 4. For 3. For 2. And on this last one, you're going to stay up. Bring it back and punch for 5, 4, 3, 2, I'm struggling, and 1. Gently bring it down. You're amazing, guys. You are amazing. Right, we're going to do it on the opposite side. Just going to turn around on your machine. You're going to see me from the back now. Apologies, I could turn this machine around, but I'll probably mess with the camera again. And we might end up with another out of focus video. We don't want that. So again, as I mentioned, I keep my knees a little bit more separate, helps with stability. Now what I mean by lengthening is it's quite often people will sit back in the pelvis here. You want to push that forward, lengthen through the body. The difference between me sat here and the difference between me sat here is everything in Pilates. Grabbing that strap, a little bit of tension, so you can get that elbow at your shoulder height. Inhale, core's nice and engaged. Exhale, punch. Inhale, use your strength, your core, to control your carriage back. Exhale, punch. Inhale, bring it in. I'm just letting the momentum take me a little bit there. And remember, you've got that little bit of upper back twist. Nice. Punch into the side. You really hate that wall. Punching that wall to the side. Keep that relaxed shoulder. The opposite shoulder, sorry, nice and relaxed. That's it. What about if you pulse, come halfway and push again. Bring it all the way back. Punch completely, bring it all the way back. Punch completely and bring it all the way back. A little punch, bringing it back halfway. Punch it back out, bring it in. One more time. Punch, little one back. Punch all the way, bring it back. And 2 full punches. And 1 full punch, bring it back. Stay there with that if you want to, guys. If you just need a little moment, I need a little moment. Just take that little moment. You've got this, guys. This time you're going to come into those knee drives. Stick with the knees down, stick in your cross-leg position if you're comfortable there. This is just an option to advance in this exercise. Strap, elbows to shoulder height, lengthening through the spine. Nice inhale, core engaged. Exhale, punch it up. Yes, bring it down. Exhale and punch, bring it back down. I'm just going to adjust, sorry guys. That's better. Good. For 6, you got this. For 5, really pushing through those quads now. You start to get a little bit of quad bend. For 5, 4, 3, whoop, I'm letting the carriage take control. For 2, and on this last one, up for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, I'm struggling, and 1. Oh, I struggled. Whew, bring it down. If you follow me. Whew. Apologies guys, there might be a blip in that. The camera went off, I don't really know why. Okay, burning through the quads. Whew. Just pushing that carriage out. Just taking a little stretch here. Whoops, if I don't fall. That's it, just bring the toes towards the face, point the toes, bring the toes towards the face. Just going to take a little rest and breath here. Just while I reset, You guys reset. We're going to burn those arms out for our last exercise of today's session. So, I think what I was about to say was, if you do follow me on Instagram, I don't strive can't even say it. I don't strive for perfection on my channels for Pilates, because I think we're all just humans, and sometimes we have a lot in us, sometimes it's different for different reasons. It can be one day of the week you've got it, the next day in the week you don't, and there's so many reasons why that can be. And I just think moving your body is what is important here. And so I don't mind if I film this and I struggle and I wobble and it doesn't look perfect, because I don't want to strive for that. I think it's just too hard, and I always wanted my Pilates account to be real and how real people are. And yeah, I make lots of mistakes and I get fatigued and I get really tired, and gosh, it just means I'm working hard. Like, why would that upset me? Makes me feel great. I'm still going to try this last exercise, you know? Right, last exercise. Feel free to skip that bit. You just want to work out, guys. You don't want to hear my philosophies. Okie dokies, bringing our fists to about our armpit level. We're still on that nice medium, I was going to call it blue, because that's blue on different reformers I work on. Anywho, we are on aero and it's black. Sitting up nice and tall. Remember, you can sit cross-legged. I'm on my knees. I'm going to inhale and punch forwards, bring it back. Inhale, punch forwards and bring it back. Inhale, back. Exhale, punch. I think I might have just got this wrong, sorry. Exhale, punch. Inhale, bring it back. Now I'm bringing my arms, my elbows all the way back. If I just bring them just towards my armpits, I just keep that little bit more tension in the springs, so that will just add a bit. If this just feels too easy to you and you want to really just burn out those shoulders and the chest in this last exercise, let's add on that yellow. I think we can do it, guys. I know you can do it. Put on your yellow. Let's burn this chest out. Sit up nice and tall. Whew, I can already feel a difference. Nice punch, that's it, I've got it. I'm feeling the strength of my chest. I'm just bringing the elbows back in line with the shoulders, not all the way back. All the way back a little bit easier, just to the shoulders, a little bit harder. Punch. What if we take a little pulse? Punch out, pulse it back, punch out, bring it in. Punch out, little pulse, punch out, bring it in. Out, ha, out and in. Out, ha, out and in. You've got it for 2 little punches and out. Back, punch, little pulse, out, in, out, little pulse, out, in. Oh, I've got my alternate rounds. Reset. Chest is burning, guys. Pull those shoulders down. Don't let those shoulders go by the ears. Punch out and in and out and in. Punch out. Little pulse and out. Little pulse and out. A little pulse and out. For 5. You've got this. For 4. For 3. For 2. And on this one, little pulses. For 10. 9, keep that core engaged, control the carriage, don't let it control you. For 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, push all the way out. Bring it all the way back in. Oh, stretch out to the ceiling, guys. My chest wants to spasm. Bring it down, shoulder rolls back. I don't know where that little burst of energy came from. I'll take it then. Just bring the chest down. Put your hands on that platform and just push it out. Oh, stretch through those shoulders. I think we deserve a nice relax, guys. They deserve a nice stretch. Bend them elbows. Drag that carriage back in. I'm going to say, let's stick with the really light spring. So put your lighter spring on. Mine is yellow. You're just going to face. I will have to knock the shoulder rest down. Hopefully it doesn't bang too much, hey? If you can't quite fit your legs through, just cross them here. Take both hands onto your platform and just push out. Ooh, feel that stretch through the shoulders, through the chest. If this doesn't quite feel like enough, bring it in. Place the arms further away. Dumbbells in the way. So you can just take that chest a little bit wider. Oh, now I can feel that through my chest as well. So I can just take my arms wider here. Again, one of those little things about the aero reformer, the platform's not very big. So I just take my hands that little bit wider. Because it's on the floor, it doesn't cause me any injury, any pain here. Don't push. Inhale, bring it in. Exhale, take it out. There's a neighbour somewhere doing work, and I really hope you didn't have to pick up too much of the sort of like machines whirling in the background of this today. And bring it in. And just push out one last time. Bring it in. We've got it, guys. Just bringing it up. Crossing those legs. Sitting up nice and tall. Actually, why am I facing this way? Let me face you guys. Sitting up nice and tall. Inhale, bringing the arms up, shoulders slide down the back. And exhale, take one hand over to the opposite knee and just look behind that shoulder. So nice relaxed hips and legs here. Just want to twist through that up back. Hips stay square. Imagine them headlamps on the hips, they're still pointing to the front whilst you've twisted through that upper back. Inhale to centre. Exhale, take it round to the opposite way. Oh, I'm a bit tight to this side. So I'm twisting through that mid back. Lower back stays forwards. And inhale to centre. Exhale, bringing those arms down. And I'm going to slowly walk those hands forward and just push through the chest. You may find that you can come all the way down. You may find you're a little bit higher. That just depends on how tight your hips are. And just holding here for a couple of seconds. Walking the hands up and just rounding through that spine. Coming to sit up nice and tall. Just going to come to lay onto our carriage. Oh, coming back, head between shoulder rests. Take your opposite ankle over your knee, lift them towards your chest and just push that knee away. So you can really feel that stretch down the back of your leg and in your glutes. Just keeping a nice neutral spine. Should be able to fit 2 fingers between your lower back and the machine. And just holding this stretch here. Oof, this feels nice. You can give some little ankle circles. With the leg that's not crossed. With each exhale, try and pull those knees closer to the chest. And then lift and drop. Place opposite knee, ankle over the knee. Oh, I'm getting tired. Bring it in. And you can take those little ankle circles. Just swapping each way. Every couple of seconds. Trying to bring those legs close towards the chest each time. bringing the feet on towards the platform, turn the soles in to face each other, and just let those legs drop out to the side. Some people like to take a little bounce here. Some people like to give it a little push down. I quite like my heels to be a little bit closer to my bum, just a bit restricted because of where the platform is. So I'm just going to give little bounces instead, just to try and increase that stretch in my hip area. And feel free to close the eyes here, just take a few breaths. Filling that belly, letting it rise as you inhale and exhale. We didn't think too much about the breath, the lateral Pilates breathing today. But we do go to my first video, so I do go through that session. Exhale, just bring those knees in, hug the knees towards the chest, just rocking from side to side. And then forwards and back. Oh, carriage move. Going to a little seated position. Nice little inhale up, exhale, bring it down. Inhale up, exhale, bring it down. Nice big shoulder rolls. And give yourselves a clap. I hope you enjoyed today's routine. Please do leave some comments and reviews. I'd love to know if you are following along with me, if you've been doing these. I'd really love to know. And I should be posting every 7 a.m. UK time on YouTube a reformer workout. And I will put some mat on there as well because I love mat. So yes, 7 a.m. every Monday is what I am going to aim for. So I will see you next Monday. Bye! And well done. You did amazing. I didn't say well done.